Waking up is a simple act, but what we do in that moment can define how our day will be. Connecting with God early in the morning is a practice that transforms our routine, bringing faith and protection. Imagine starting the day with a light heart, enveloped in peace and certainty that something greater is by your side. This is the invitation that presents itself when we seek the presence of God. Faith is not just a belief, but a force that drives us to face the everyday. In moments of doubt, remembering that God is with us can be what we need to feel strong and protected. A simple prayer upon waking can change the perspective of the day. By invoking the divine presence, we open the doors to tranquility and clarity, even in the face of uncertainties. Philippians 4:6-7 teaches us about the peace that transcends understanding. This peace does not depend on external circumstances, but envelops us, guiding our thoughts and emotions. When we dedicate a few minutes in the morning to pray and meditate, we are creating a sacred space within us, where divine peace can reign. Instead of letting ourselves be carried away by worries, we can focus on what truly matters: the presence of God in our lives. Stories of faith and overcoming are many. Think of biblical figures like David, who, even in the face of giants, found strength in his relationship with God. Upon waking, he did not see just a new day, but a new opportunity to trust in the Lord. His practice of prayer and praise was not merely ritual, but a way to connect and renew his faith. Faith, in this sense, is not an abstract concept, but a daily commitment that strengthens us. The transformation of the mind is fundamental. Romans 12:2 invites us not to conform to this world, but to be transformed by the renewal of our understanding. This implies a shift in thoughts. Instead of allowing anxiety to dominate, we can choose gratitude and trust. Each morning offers a new chance to reprogram our thoughts, replacing doubt with the certainty of divine care. When we start the day with the intention of seeking God, we affirm that faith is the foundation of our lives. The practice of positive affirmations can be a powerful tool. Saying aloud that we are protected, that we have faith, and that God guides us is a way to reaffirm our belief and open space for that positive energy to envelop us. This attitude not only shapes our day, but also impacts those around us. It is contagious. The connection with God does not need to be complicated. A simple, "Good morning, Lord," upon waking can initiate this journey. Taking a moment to breathe deeply, give thanks, and open our hearts to listen can make all the difference. The presence of God is like a safe shelter. By recognizing it, we feel stronger to face daily challenges. It is a reminder that we are not alone. And amidst all this, peace becomes a state of mind. It is not the absence of problems, but the certainty that, regardless of external storms, we have a safe harbor. This divine protection invites us to remain steadfast, even when life tries to destabilize us. When the mind is filled with faith, peace establishes itself and leads us to act with confidence. Looking at the day with faith is like opening the window to the sunlight. No matter what awaits us, we have the choice to face everything with a renewed perspective. With each dawn, the opportunity to start over is within our reach. Faith in God is not a magic formula, but a daily choice that strengthens and protects us. The practice of meditation and prayer early in the morning helps us center our thoughts and align with divine will. By allowing ourselves this moment of connection, we attract not only strength, but also a serenity that accompanies us throughout the day. The invitation is to make this habit a priority, a sacred time that prepares us for what is to come. Reflection on faith should be constant. It is not something that is established all at once, but a continuous process. With each new day, the choice to believe, to seek, and to connect with God is a step toward a stronger and more protected life. The peace that comes from Him is not something we can buy, but something that is earned through this intimate and daily relationship. Therefore, when you open your eyes in the morning, remember, the way you start the day can determine not only your mood, but also your trajectory. Faith is powerful, and when we cultivate it, we are capable of facing any challenge that life presents to us. It is time to allow yourself this experience. Upon waking, the first step is to create a sacred space, a moment just for you. Sit in silence, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Let your mind slow down as you invite the presence of God to enter your day. The connection begins at that moment. Feel the tranquility that comes with the certainty that He is by your side, ready to guide you. This moment can be the difference between a tumultuous day and a serene start. Meditation is a powerful tool. Try focusing on a passage that resonates with your heart. Philippians 4:6-7 speaks of the peace that surpasses all understanding. This peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of God amidst them. Visualize this peace enveloping you like a protective cloak. Imagine the divine light filling every corner of your mind, dissipating anxiety and bringing clarity. This practice not only calms but also strengthens faith, creating a solid foundation for the rest of the day. After this moment of meditation, a sincere prayer can be the next step. It doesn't need to be long or elaborate. What matters is authenticity. Talk to God as you would speak to a close friend. Express your concerns, your desires, your hopes. Ask for protection and strength. Faith is an act of surrender, and by praying, you are surrendering to something greater. This surrender brings immense relief, allowing you to move forward confidently, knowing that you are not alone in the battles you face. Positive affirmations can also work wonders in this process. Throughout the day, mentally repeat phrases that reinforce your faith and security. Something simple like, "I am protected and guided by God," can resonate in your mind and heart, reminding you of the divine support in every step. Words have power, and when we use them to build our faith, we open space for miracles. By reinforcing belief in yourself and in the presence of God, you become stronger. It is easy to get carried away by routine, by the worries of everyday life. So create a morning ritual. When you get up, dedicate a few minutes to this practice. Consistency brings results. Over time, you will notice a change in how you face challenges. Life may not get easier, but you will become stronger, more protected. This strength comes from the faith cultivated daily. The concept of renewing the mind is fundamental. Romans 12:2 reminds us of the importance of not conforming to this world, but being transformed by the renewal of the mind. Replacing negative thoughts with thoughts of faith is a daily exercise. When faced with doubt, ask yourself, what does God say about this? This practice creates a healthy mental space. Instead of sinking into uncertainty, you rise to the light of divine truth. When you dedicate yourself to this transformation, you realize that these are not just empty words. Each affirmation, each prayer, each meditation is a tool that builds a fortress of protection around you. This does not mean that problems will disappear, but you will become capable of facing them differently. Divine protection manifests not only in external events but also internally, in how you react to them. In the rush of the day, it is easy to forget to pause. Set aside moments during your routine. When leaving home, remember to give thanks for another day and ask for protection. When facing a challenge at work or at home, take a deep breath and invoke the peace you felt in the morning. This continuous practice of connecting with God strengthens your faith and your ability to deal with everything that arises. The peace you seek is not a distant goal, but a state of being that you can cultivate. When you start the day with this intention, peace becomes a reflection of your faith. Life is full of surprises, but the certainty that God is with you transforms each morning into a new opportunity. Faith has a transformative power, capable of changing the perspective on any situation. When you allow yourself to live with this faith, challenges become opportunities to growth. Divine protection is a reality that manifests whenever you surrender, whenever you trust. The end of the day also deserves a space for reflection. As you lie down, look back and acknowledge the small victories. Thank for every step taken, even those that seemed difficult. This practice of gratitude not only reinforces your faith but also prepares your mind for a new dawn. Tomorrow, when you open your eyes, remember, you can start the day strong, protected, and at peace. Faith in God is not just a belief, it is a daily practice, a commitment to the tranquility and strength that come from the connection with the divine. It is an invitation to live each day with purpose and courage. Try it, and see how your life can transform. Waking up early and dedicating time to God can transform not only your day but also the way you face life. Upon opening your eyes, take a deep breath and feel the energy of the new day. Take this moment to connect with the divine, allowing God's presence to flood your heart and mind. A simple yet powerful practice is to start with a spontaneous prayer. Thank for the blessings you already have, and ask for protection to face what is to come. This action not only calms but also strengthens your faith. As you prepare for the day, consider integrating a meditation practice into your morning routine. This doesn't have to be long or complex. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. Imagine the peace of God enveloping you like a protective cloak. This visualization can help dispel the clouds of anxiety and doubt that may arise in the morning. The peace that transcends understanding, mentioned in Philippians 4:6-7, is accessible to all who sincerely seek this connection. Replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations is vital. Instead of letting doubts about what the day may bring take over, affirm the strength that comes from your faith. Tell yourself, I am protected by the love of God. My day will be strong and filled with peace. These small affirmations hold enormous power. They create a positive mental space, helping to shape your daily experience. Romans 12:2 reminds us of the importance of renewing our minds. Replace every fearful thought with the certainty that God is with you. Throughout the day, keep this connection alive. Don't wait until the next morning to reaffirm your faith. Whenever you feel the pressure of the outside world, Remember that you have a fortress within you. If you are facing a challenge at work or at home, take a break. Breathe deeply and remember that you are not alone. Prayer can be a powerful resource. Talk to God about your concerns and let Him bring clarity amid the chaos. During the day, try to interrupt your activities for a few minutes. Find a moment to reflect and reconnect. This can be while you wait for the bus, during a break at work, or even while preparing lunch. These moments of silence can be incredibly refreshing. Calm your mind and seek the peace that comes from knowing that God is in control. Another practice that can help a lot is to write down your blessings. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This not only reinforces your faith, but also helps you focus on the good things in life. When you recognize the small blessings, your perspective changes. Gratitude has the power to transform ordinary days into extraordinary ones. Faith in God becomes an anchor in times of turbulence. Remember that your strength does not come solely from you, but from your connection to something greater. Imagine the security you feel knowing you have unconditional love by your side. This feeling of protection can be your ally in any situation. When you feel protected, it is easier to face challenges with courage and determination. At night, as you prepare to sleep, take a moment to reflect on the day. Thank God for the experiences lived, even those that may have been challenging. This does not mean you should ignore problems, but rather recognize them as opportunities for growth. Faith in God gives you the strength needed to overcome any obstacle. Living with faith is not just an act of belief, but a daily choice to open yourself to what God has in store for you. Each morning brings the chance to start anew, to strengthen yourself, and to experience the peace that comes from the certainty that you are protected. When you wake up and prepare for the day, remember that your faith can guide you. It is not just about waiting for good things to happen, but about acting with the certainty that you are capable of facing any adversity. The smile on your face, the lightness in your heart, all of this is the result of a life anchored in faith. From now on, make a commitment to yourself. Wake up and start the day strong, protected, and at peace. Let this certainty accompany you in every step, and let your faith in God illuminate your path. Life is made of choices, and you can choose to live with courage and serenity. Have faith in God and start your day strong, protected, and at peace.